Hello there, Taylor with the Mal Tiempo Report. En este informe hablo en español primero y después I talk in English or something of the sort. Y hoy hay muchas cosas de que hablamos. Hay 5 tormentas o depresiones tropicales. Primero, hay esta tormenta tropical aquí. Tormenta tropical Pewa, creo que es la pronunciación. Y se prevé que esta tormenta está moviendo hacia la línea de fecha internacional. En esta mapa aquí, Blue Marble, hay la línea de fecha internacional. Esta es la línea aquí. Y por aquí, en el Pacífico Central, estará un huracán, pero en esta zona, en el noroeste pacífico, hay un tifón, o estará un tifón. Y se prevé que esta tormenta se está fortaleciendo, o una palabra, algo así. Un tifón, por aquí, sí. Esta es Pewa. Y en el noroeste pacífico hay 2 nuevas depresiones tropicales. Depresiones tropicales 13 ya. Sí, es la verdad. Por aquí, esta es Wolf, creo que. Y esta es 13. Y creo que en el momento no hay ninguna peligro afectando tierra, pero en el futuro es cierto. Creo que es cierto. Y sí, por aquí. Este tormenta está aquí, 13 es por aquí, y ambas tormentas están moviendo hacia esta zona por aquí. Sí, es la verdad. Y en el Atlántico hay una tormenta tropical Erin, pero Erin está moviendo el norte o algo así, y en el momento no hay ninguna peligros afectando tierra, y en aproximadamente 5 días se estará disipado o algo así. Sí. Y una zona de probabilidad de por aquí 30% en el momento. Y es todo en español para hoy o algo así. Yes, let's change the colors. I don't like that color scheme either. So, in English, we've got this thing here. We've got, I think it's pronounced Pewa. Pewa? Pewa. It's a V. That's all I remember. I think it's Pewa. It's a Hawaiian word for some kind of, what was it, a stitch. Apparently also called the Flying Dutchman or something of the sort. And this storm is crossing the international dateline. If you turn on the blue marble thing, they make it really obvious where the international dateline is. And the interesting thing about this is if it were to strengthen up to hurricane/typhoon status here, I believe they would call it Hurricane Pewa. And the second it crossed the international dateline, suddenly it'd be Typhoon Pewa, which would be pretty. That'd be interesting. I've not heard of that happening. Surely it must have happened in the past or something. And these 2 storms here, even though they're kind of far apart at the moment, this one down there and that one up there, they're both converging towards the same general area. Don't know if we're gonna, I forget what they call that, the binary system when you get 2 typhoons, like, rotating about one another. And I say typhoons because I don't think it's happened with hurricanes, but it wouldn't necessarily be limited to that, but that would, it's some kind of binary, not rotation, orbit. They like orbit around each other. It could happen in the future. I have no idea. That's really the truth. And then Erin, who was previously predicted to end up probably about here, is now predicting that she's going to move to the north, and about the 5-day mark will have dissipated. So hopefully no land hazards on that one. And then this thing that was, I think, as high at one point as 80% is now down to a 30%. However, if you go down here, it is, I guess it's as high as a 30% chance in the next 5 days as well. So probably not going to happen. And this is something that's kind of interesting. Since the NHC is now doing both a 48-hour outlook, which is what they've done forever, and then a 5-day outlook, they actually have, this is the first time I've seen this happen, when the next 48 hours, it's not even on the map. They've got it as a near 0% chance. And then in the next 5 days, it's actually 40% because this thing is expected to form. So it's apparently not even out there. That's why there's nothing on the map, because there'd be nothing to show. Yes. And if you happen to have been to Cyclocane before, one final note. Things are no longer wrapping the long way around the international date line. However, there is still a bug, which is that if you try to turn on the Northwest Pacific layer, it's over there. It's over there, where it's supposed to be. I blame the mapping system. Had to implement things that shouldn't have been implemented because it should have been implemented in the mapping system or whatever. So I'll have to fix the satellite, and by fix, I mean throw its coordinates off in a spectacular fashion or something. So yes, that is what is going on in the land of cyclones and stuff. In the land of severe thunderstorm weather in the US today, not a whole lot. Whoops, just zoomed out on that. We fixed that. There we go. Just a 2%, 5%, and 5% on the probabilities. Only one warning in effect as the timer load the page, and that was for flash flood warning. And Florida, no severe thunderstorm related things as of yet. In general today, this is the map showing the probability of severe winds, which would be winds 58 miles per hour greater, so 4 different areas of probability today. Here's the map showing the probability of severe hail, which is hail 1 inch or larger, so again with the areas. And then tornado-wise, it's apparently just predicted to be down there with a 2% chance. So it's not very high, but it's also something to obviously pay attention to. Tomorrow, though, it is up to 15% for where we got North Dakota and Minnesota tomorrow are the bullseye. And then again with this area, tomorrow. So yeah, something to pay attention to or something. SevereWeatherTV.com is the official homepage of this screencast. And in fact, if you look at this lovely blurry screenshot, wherever that happened, you can see all of the lines that were going the wrong way or the long way across the international date line. And yes, WikiWix is WICKEDWX.com and Cyclocane is CYCLOCANE.com. And that is it for today, and hopefully you're staying safe out there.